Hi guys, today I want to do a little research of drop rates in Lords Mobile, partly to check the drop rates published by Lords Mobile, but also to test one of the theories that keeps popping up. I'm sure you've heard it before as well. It's much better to open by 34 chests or by 26 or maybe by 5. There's always someone in guild chat that claims to have the best number. And I want to do a little check if any of that is true. I'm a bit of a hoarder, so I currently have a total of a little over 29,000 queen bee chests. Today we will be opening them for science. I don't really need them as I have a lot better gear available, but I think this is a nice chance to do some research on these numbers. Today we will be starting with 145 openings of 100 chests, which makes a total of 14,500. After that I will be doing 427 openings of 34 chests, as this seems to be the most popular number going around the line and Discord chats at the moment, which will leave me with 28 chests at the end, which will be a sad day for a holder like me, but hopefully the data we gather will be useful. I made a little Excel file that will be calculating everything. It's probably a good idea to show it. Here it is. It will be calculating everything, and it shows the number of each item I currently have. As you can see, I'm currently logged in on my account, and we can check the chests. So we can see here as 29,000 chests, or 29,049 to be exact. So those will be opened today. I can also show the current numbers on the items. For the Queen Venoms, there's 4,401. For the Buzzing Husk, we have 57,000. For these we have 57,000. And the last one, here it is. The last one is the Stinger, and we have almost 13,000 of those. So let's start opening chests. For the first part, like I said, we will be opening by 100. So that's the easy part and the quickest part. And we will have to stop when we reach when we've opened 14,500. So let's go. There's a new button here which will make things a bit easier. I think as a first drop this almost confirms that opening by 34 will be better, because this is not great. One blue and nothing. Yeah, this is not a great start. And blue. Nothing good here. And blue. A purple. Okay. There's 2 golds, but that's not the ones we are looking for. Let's see, a blue, a purple, another 2 gold ones from the other types. No. This would really suck if you actually needed them. Ah, purple one. Let's see how far we are. Not close yet. A blue, another blue, purple, another purple, another blue, a nice monster drop from the guild, but not the stuff we are looking for. No. Another blue. Let's see if we are getting close. No. Blue. I mean, we should at least get a gold somewhere, I would expect. But it seems it's not gonna happen. No. Usually if you, well, it feels like if you don't really need the stuff anymore, you get the better drops, but this, not so much. A blue, a purple, let's see, 7 more. Okay, we didn't get a gold, so we have 14,549 left. Now let's go. I mean, imagine getting this from your 34 Guildfest chests. Well, that's 2 greys, but yeah. I mean, this would be even worse with no Venoms at all. This would be great though. It's the downside of 34. It's quite slow. But maybe that's only a problem if you have 29,000 of these things. Nothing. Nothing. A whole lot of nothing. Blue. Blue. I mean, imagine buying these chests and opening 29,000 and not getting a gold. That would suck. A purple one. Very nice. And now there's 31 left, so I won't be opening this because it would ruin the numbers that we've just made. 31 left. Let's see what we have for the Excel. Now let's look at the results we are getting. As you can see, these are the drops from both part 1 and part 2. You can see on the first line the drops per item type and per kind of item we have. So on the basically only important part, the Queen Venoms, we are getting a lot more greys on round 2, but we got a lot more greens on round 1. The blues are kind of similar and the purples are very similar, they are the same. We see quite some differences here and here as well. As you might notice, there's a little conversion that's been done here, because after part 1 I realized that I would be going over the item limit. As some of you might know, there's a maximum amount of items you can have in Lords Mobile, 65,535. After that they just disappear, so I had to convert some greys into greens to make sure that we could be doing the second part. So you can see all the numbers here. So let's go to the results. As you can see here on the right, there's a list I copied from, well, it's been sent to me a lot, like you have to open the chest by these amounts. So that's why we used the 34 for the Queen Bee. I did the calculations and I converted all drops to golds, and I did the calculations to make it into the amount of golds we got per 1000 chests for each of the parts. Part 1 was opening by 100, so for the most important one we got 0.35 golds per 1000, and we got exactly the same on part 2 by opening per 34 chests. There's some bigger differences we can see on the other items, some worse, some better. I don't really see huge differences here. I guess with higher numbers these numbers will even out even more, but as you can see, for the only important one, the Queen Venom, we are getting exactly the same drop. So for me, this proves that this list, it doesn't work. There's just one drop rate, and yes, you can get lucky and yes, you can get unlucky, but if you open enough you will end up with the same number. Next we go to check the drop rates. As you can see, there's in-game you can open it. There's a link to all the drop rates in the game. The first one shows on the page which item will drop with which percentage. Today we got these amounts for the 29,000. According to the official drop rates with these numbers, we would have gotten this amount. So we can see a small difference in the Queen Venoms. We didn't get 3%, a bit less, but we got a bit more stingers, and you can see small differences here as well. So for me this also proves the drop rates are correct. So as long as you open enough, you will get them in this ratio. For the last part, we will be checking the rarity of the items we got from the drops. I got these from the newer monsters on the sheet, because they aren't published on the website for the older monsters, but I assumed they were the same as for the old ones. And if we look at the numbers we are getting today, that seems to be correct, because these numbers just match up. We got a little bit less gold, yeah, 0.28%. The epics, the purple ones, match 100%. So there's very little difference in what's to be expected from these drop rates. So yeah, these are the drop rates that can be used, and as long as you open enough chests, you will get these numbers. So yes, that was the research for today. Not very spectacular findings. The drop rates published by IGG are correct in both cases, and it doesn't help you to open by 34 chests instead of 100. Thank you for watching.